Hey everyone, I'm Aldos. Welcome to my channel. We got a comment in this time from a guy named Yoda Dragon King asking if we could make a short video on how to order the F10555 Apollo pump grip from Taobao. This comment could not have come at a better time. Last week I tried to take a lot of new video with a new camera and it did not go as planned. Video came out really dark. Hey, pro tip for all you guys doing video out there. Check your camera settings before you go play and take video. Here's what it looks like. Rob's over here on the right. Going. Go. Get it, go. Nice. Yeah, it was basically unusable. There's about 2 hours of gameplay footage for all of next week's and possibly in the future content, and it all got destroyed. So anyway, we're talking about the F10555 pump grip. This video is going to explain and show you how you can order this from the Taobao website. Now, I'm going to be using this site right here, howtotao.com, because it explains so clearly how to go about setting up your account. I can't really walk you through the process because I've already done so and I don't need to create another account, and it would actually be kind of confusing in order to do so. So read through this fantastic tutorial. He lays it out really well. He's got a great list of, hey, these are all the expectations that you should get from reading this tutorial. And he also does a really great job at providing all of the pictures and content that you need in order to understand what you're looking at. And again, for those of you that do not know Taobao is kind of like the eBay and Amazon for Eastern countries. And they are very unsympathetic to Westerners who cannot read traditional Chinese in order to order your products. For those of you that are into Nerf, you will know that Worker makes a lot of different aftermarket products for Nerf products. So you can buy a Nerf blaster and you can buy modification kits, add-on accessories and whatnot for those blasters by ordering them through the Worker brand stuff. You can order some of the stuff through Amazon, you can order some stuff through eBay. However, their full product listing is on Taobao, given that they are of Chinese descent. Navigating this website is not easy. It is relatively challenging, and so hopefully this video will help you understand a little bit of how to do so. Once you've gone through the process of creating an account, what you're going to see, you're going to go to your website, open up a web browser, you're going to go to Taobao.com, and you're going to be looking at this. And we're presented with a screen that looks pretty familiar to us. It looks just like eBay does, just like Amazon does. At the top there, we can see that we are logged in, and we'll be able to go about doing a product search. So I'm going to look for the F10555 product page. So I'm just going to type that in. We click search and it's going to show us all the different products for F10555. Now, I haven't figured out exactly how to go just to the seller's page. So what I'm going to do is do a product search and I'm going to look for the F10555 name, which I can see on that first item listing. And I'm going to click that and it's going to bring me to their home page. All right, so once again, that loads up. It immediately loads with all of the Chinese characters. So we let Google do its thing, take its time, and translating all of the stuff. And you can see right there at the top, the translation is not perfect, but it gets the gist of what's being said. And so we're going to look for the Apollo pump grip. And I see that listed right here. So I'm going to click it. It's going to bring us to that items page. Okay, so here we go. So we've got lots of different items that can be ordered through this same page. You could just order the stock. You could just order the actual hand grip. There's a lot of different things that you can do here. And if you want to order the entire thing, what you'll have to do is actually click each individual item and add them to the cart. So I'm going to click on the item that I want here. So this item right here is the actual mechanism for the priming of the blaster. It says right up top, it's 150 Chinese dollars. It will do a quick search and translate of what the conversion would be for your currency. So ours is US dollars. Once that's clicked, once that item is clicked, we go down to that bright orange button, add to cart. And so this is just going to load up a screen that just says you've successfully added this to your cart. Do you want to go to your cart? We don't want to go there yet because we want to order some other pieces. This is just the priming mechanism. So I actually want to order the handle that comes with it. It says it's 30 Chinese dollars. It's not that expensive. So once again, I click that icon. I click add to cart. It gives me the confirmation screen. And you know what? This time I'm going to go about adding in a Picatinny Rail. You could get short ones. You could get a couple different places to attach to one. I believe that this one is the top rail, and I want to use that one. I want to add maybe an optic to my blaster, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to add that to cart. Gives me the confirmation screen, boom, and we're going to go into our cart to actually pay for it. You could order the stock if you want. I don't think it's that necessary. Maybe it's worth it to you for the $12, whatever that you have to. But I am a little bit concerned about price here, or the weight. So I'm just going to go to cart. So with just going to cart, there's a couple different ways that you can do so. There is this button up here that says go to cart. And it's important for me to say the site is not perfect. It has a lot of bugs, and I don't know if that's just because we're using it and trying to translate stuff at the same time and whatnot. But I will tell you that when I originally went to make this order, this process did not work. It took me actually several days to log on at the same time where it would actually let me pay for the item and go about shipping it overseas. So for right now, this button, the top one that I'm clicking right here, is not working. It just is a forever load. It doesn't actually go through. It's really frustrating. However, I do see the same icon on the right side of the screen. So I'm going to go ahead and click that and see if that one works and brings me into my cart. And sure enough, it did. It's going to load. It's going to do its thing. And there is a special process here. So this is going to show you all of the items that are in your cart from the different sellers, and they will ship at different times. And so all of the stuff is listed here. You can go about the process of batching them and checking out, or for instance, for whatever reason, I have the stock listed here in my cart. I don't want it there, so I'm going to go ahead and remove it once Google Translate shows me which is the actual button for that. And boom, there it is. Thank you, Google Translate. I'm going to remove that from my cart so I don't accidentally order it. I also have in my cart an item from Worker from a previous order. I will tell you, the magazine that I ordered, I also tried to order a stock attachment. It did not work. They did not get shipped to me, and I lost that money. It's not a lot of money. It was like $20 all said and done. But it was a price that I had to pay in learning what items are good through Taobao, what items are not. I can tell you, I have received the pump grip. I've already installed it. I've created that video that I explained in the beginning of this video. If you want to go watch the installation process for that, but these items I did not get, so I'm going to remove them. And now I have to consolidate all these things and go about the process of getting them to a warehouse. I'm going to select all with the button up there, and then that orange button is just that consolidate, that settle, and go through the process of paying for it. So I click that. It brings me to a new screen to actually go through the process of shipping it to a warehouse. And so the first thing that comes up is this thing right here. It explains how you're going to pay for shipping. Are you going to pay ahead of time and have the seller do it, or are you going to go about the process of paying afterwards depending on the weight? And I will tell you from doing a little bit of more research into this, you do not want the company to do it for you. It is way too expensive. You do want to use a different third-party cargo carrier for this. If you click use the seller, they're going to charge you just a base rate, a flat rate. It's 500 Chinese dollars, which is way more than what the total is already for our order. It doesn't make any sense to do that. Instead, if you go back up and click a different third-party courier service, there you get to choose which one you want. There's going to be a couple different options for it. You could use UPS, you could use the United States Postal Service if you wanted to, and they're just going to tell you what the different rates are for how much your product weighs. I can tell you with certainty that all of these items together are under a kilogram. And so if we go back up and we look at what the cost is going to be, they're going to see right here that UPS is going to charge us 110 Chinese dollars for the first kilogram. And since we are under a kilogram, great. That's fantastic. That is an absolutely fair price to pay for overseas shipping. And again, since I've already ordered this, I can say with certainty that I received the item. It was in decent condition, and I got it pretty quick as well. For shipping from China, I was actually very amazed at how quickly it came. So I'm going to use that. Again, I'll say you could use United States Postal Service. It does seem like that rate is cheaper, but I used UPS last time and I know that it works, so I'm going to go ahead and do that and for this process, and you may choose to use something different. That's fine. Once we have that, we're going to hit submit. Everything tallies at the bottom, and again, it says including shipping here. Know that is not the final price that you will pay. This is the price that it's going to charge us for the items and to ship it to the Chinese warehouse. After the fact, after all these items get to the Chinese warehouse, that's where we pay the courier service that we chose. In this case, it was UPS. That's where we pay the separate rate to get them all sent overseas. This $196.90 is just for the items and just to get it to the warehouse. And I can tell you, sometimes this happens pretty quick. When I ordered these the first time, I did it, I submitted the order, and then I got a notification the next day saying that these items were at the warehouse ready to consolidate and ship overseas. So let's go ahead and settle this order and see where it goes next. So this sends us to a different service. This is kind of Taobao's payment service. I don't know if this is kind of like just a separate company that has a contract with Taobao or whatnot, but you go through the process of adding in your payment information. You can add in a credit card. You can pay with a credit card. You can use PayPal. You can do whatever you want. It does add a service fee to it. So in this case, it's like 5 Chinese dollars. That's fine. That's totally fair and whatnot. There's no other way to do it. If you do have a stored credit card, you're going to have to just confirm the month and expiration date on it. You might have to confirm the security code on the back. So once you do that, you hit submit, and it will go about the process of letting you know if the payment went through okay. Okay, fantastic. So if you see this page right here, you will know that your payment went through okay. It will tell you where it's getting shipped to, and all the information that you might need about your purchase and about your order and whatnot. It all has it right there and explained. Again, I have to say, this is just the confirmation for it sending it to the warehouse. Once it gets to the warehouse, you have to go about the process of consolidating all of your orders and all of your items into one package that the courier company will then ship overseas. I can't do that yet, because this has to actually get to the warehouse in order for that to happen. And it could be tomorrow that this happens. It could be next Monday or any other day. I don't know. It could take a couple days for this process to happen. So I'm going to upload this video just so that you guys can go through this process. I will have an update video afterwards, which will be much quicker because, again, it's just a couple buttons that I have to press in order to add in the shipping information to get it overseas. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope this helped you, and enjoy. I've got a Nerf war coming up later tonight, and I will absolutely double check my settings on this one. So hopefully I'll get some more Nerf war content back in the stream next week. As always, like, subscribe, share, and I will see you in the next video.